Hi guys, before we get into today's series, we'll call it a series. A couple things I think you guys should know. One, this is mostly for comedic purposes, not to be taken too seriously. Two, we know some mythology, but we are not well versed in every single little bit of it. So yeah. Number three, this is a sort of smash pass or party. I don't know. It kind of devolved into the party as a third afterthought, but it is in existence. Three, I think I probably butchered that, and there's more points that I just missed. But number three, we're gonna go with. I had great help with my pals Cheese Lover and and Super Gudra 64. So shoutouts to them as they helped me record this. This will be a multi-part series, so yeah, this is not all gonna come out by the end of the year, but at least one of them will. So yeah. They've been broken up into batches of 20 because there's like 130 gods. And yeah, if I were to show this in entire footage, it would be 2 hours long. With that being said, we're just going to hop into it. Super Gudra kind of shows up a bit later as he wasn't originally intended to show up, but he did, so props to him. And without further ado, let's go. Bop. Right. First up, we do have our good man Cheese here today with us for another round of Smash or Pass. Why he signs up for this, I don't know.
Yep.
Anything you wish to say, Cheese, before we begin?
I don't know why I sign up for this.
Fair enough. If you haven't watched one of my previous videos, it's Smash or Pass. It's not a very complicated concept. But yeah, we're starting off with, I'd say, a pretty boy. Achilles. A pretty standard fellow.
Alright. Now, I ain't gay, but Achilles is pretty cool.
Fair enough. I'm gonna say pass just because it's just not doing for. It's not that he's not pretty. It's that he feels too generically pretty for me.
Really? I mean, like the art that they went with for the game, like the long flowing blonde hair.
It's a look. I mean, yeah. I'm personally passing, but what about you?
This will be one of the very few smashes that I'll give to a male persuasion character. So
fair enough. Next up, one I'm pretty sure you're going to pass upon.
I mean, if you think about it, there's possibilities, but it's a pass for me.
Yeah, no, Agni is the. I'm just gonna say it up front. I'm gonna butcher several of the names here at the bare minimum.
And I'll correct you because I've been playing this game for a while, so don't worry.
Fair enough. Let's move on because let's be honest, we both passed on this, and it makes sense.
It makes sense. Someone could be into it, and I don't judge them.
Fair enough. Yeah, no judgment here, but not my thing. This on the
job.
Yes, that does transition us to this fine fellow,
B-boy,
the B-boy himself.
Not the bees. I say.
Yeah, I'm passing. I'm sorry.
I already don't like insects for the most part, so.
Plus, just that giant like stinger arm is just asking for shit to go wrong.
Yep.
In so many worries.
Plus the endless chittering of the wings fluttering.
True. Plus, he'd just be really rough. Like his majority of his body looks to be exoskeleton in nature.
Or yeah.
So it's already going to be a unpleasant substance to touch.
He's got a funny expression though.
True. Next up, someone who clearly
Pwash! Horrific god of decay.
Do you risk it for the biscuit?
No, this is. I mean, he's just nasty. He hangs around like dead bodies all the time. That's not appealing to anyone. You know that smell?
I mean, there are people who are into that, but that's not a good sign to be.
Boy. You know what? I will say, like, the mask is cool. I like the mask.
The mask is very pretty, but, that's got to stay on, period.
Oh,
I would not care to know what's looking underneath.
For cleanliness' sake.
For sanity's sake, oof.
Well, we'll come to that later.
Next up, Amaterasu, one I can actually pronounce.
Amaterasu, yeah.
You know what? I'd
I mean,
smash.
yeah, Amaterasu. I mean, she's a good aligned goddess. Like, you don't
She's
have
not
to worry
likely.
about any.
Things aren't going to end poorly in the bedroom theoretically.
Yeah, pretty cool. Some cool lore. Pretty good sense of honor. Yeah, it's a pass. No, not a pass. What the heck?
I was gonna say,
Maybe a pass just because we respect women here.
fair enough. Again, I've got to earn that though. I don't think I'm just getting that like off the side. I've got to earn some form of honorable
Oh,
thing.
yeah, no, absolutely. If that's the case, then maybe that'd be maybe a smash, a respectful smash,
Fair enough.
respectfully.
Next up, I'm sure will be a furry's delight in some form.
Wait, wait.
Hey,
Oh,
I mean, can you say I'm wrong? Oh, hello.
and a special guest.
Has decided to pop in. We're doing some Smasher Pass Smite edition.
no.
So,
All right. Welcome to today's episode. So far, there's
there's been some stuff in
a
here.
couple passes, but you know the best is yet to come.
I mean, yeah, there's plenty of, I would argue, plenty of attractive individuals to come.
There's definitely.
But
All right.
yeah,
So on her.
I'm gonna pass. I'm sorry, lions are assholes.
I mean, it's a furry, so I
Yeah,
gotta say pass to
yeah,
furries, right?
pass.
Yeah.
I'm not really looking to get into Lion-O's pants.
uh,
Fair enough. Next up is, I would argue, a pretty good boyo, Anubis.
Anubis.
I mean, at least he's gonna be theoretically loyal. I mean, I know he's not
True.
technically a dog, but
True. But we also have another association to death here.
true. But after I die, I'm gonna have to come across one god death or another. I might as well get close to it ahead of time, prepare him for my mortality to end.
All right.
I'd say
If you're
smash.
doing
You
it
know
to
what?
get a good position, you're gonna have to. If you're doing it for a good position, you're gonna have to spend eternity with him, most likely.
Yeah. I mean, go big or go home.
Well,
But that's just me.
it's a pass for me on
And
the furry issue,
I
which I
mean,
will definitely fall back on later and like completely contradict. But
fair enough.
furry dudes. Well, it depends how much of a furry it is.
I
I
mean,
mean,
Like an
Anubis.
entire dog head.
he isn't depicted with lots of like fur. I mean, jackals don't really have
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
long
mean, it's
fur. It's
mostly
very
his head that's the thing that's animalistic. Like his from the feet look like they might be a little, but that's at the feet point, not the leg point.
no, the leg. He has in game. He has very strange shaped legs.
Oh, canine legs. Okay, yeah, okay. Still, he looks relatively humanoid.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, if you've seen Egyptian mythology artwork, like hieroglyphs and all that, he is depicted typically with like an entirely human body and only animal head,
Mm,
like the rest of the gods.
fair enough. Well, I think we should move on to the next god, one that I can guarantee I'm not going to try to pronounce for lack of skill.
Ah Kwang.
Mm-hmm.
I
He's got
be
some cool horns.
he's a dragon.
All right. We have to acknowledge the dragon these nuts joke.
We have well no well he's a
He's nuts, but
dragon.
he's.
The joke had to be made. I had to be the sacrifice in this situation.
All
Now,
right.
great. Can I make him my mate though?
Ooh, you know what? Probably not because this guy's a huge douche.
Oh,
Um,
yeah, I'm gonna
he
pass.
yeah, he hoarded a bunch of treasure, and then everyone basically came to his house and like beat the crap out of him and like took treasure away, and he was very angry.
So
If you
basically, he
weren't such
belongs in
a
an episode of
pacificist, I was
Hoarders.
going to probably steal my money and then just leave.
Yep, that's exactly. It'd be like yeah, yes, it would be not a good time.
Fair enough.
Pass, but Pay homage to the Dragon Lord.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass. I'm sorry, but he sounds like the kind of guy who'd like have the one night stand and then walk away with my television.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's also a pass on Victor's end. So next up, I would argue one of the more traditionally attractive goddesses, Aphrodite.
Should be at Aphrodite now. Yes.
Yeah, that,
Um.
you can't say pass.
Yeah, I know I said
mean,
earlier at Achilles that the standard
unless
pretty,
you're into
but
guys.
yeah, that's a fair statement. But I'm gonna go with Aphrodite and say Smash. I know I'm contradicting my
Say
earlier
Smash.
with the whole
Yeah.
Achilles being traditionally
Stereotypically,
attractive, but I'm sorry, this is the same.
I mean, neurons activated. Am I right?
Yeah.
No, I mean, it would be it's a smash, but it's you feel bad about it because you know that there's nothing
You're a
special
basic.
about you.
Yeah, you're a basic bitch when you do it.
You're not anyone and anything special. It would be the same for any other person. So, but yeah.
Fair enough. You know what? Next up, another fine individual, Apollo.
Hollow. See, I'm glad you got the like the reskin they did, the remodel.
Yeah.
Because his old model used to be way too cartoony and unconventional in terms of attractiveness. They actually prettied him up pretty good. They did him good.
Hmm.
It's probably a pass for me though, but
Yeah.
he looks good. He's a good looking dude. Good on him.
I will admit he does that 6-pack or more probably.
He
Is
looks like he could dual Kratos, so.
I mean, he'd probably still die.
That's a majority
If
of gods.
Let's see if he's based off of
Yeah.
True Apollo or Helios. Yeah, one of them dies in God of War. So
Fair enough. This one is gonna make you feel a certain type of way, Cheese, because you don't like
no.
insects.
Okay, if this is Arachne though, I'm down with that shit though. I'm so down with.
Yeah.
Remember dryads from or not dryads?
Strider,
I
Driders.
forget what they were called. I think I already said not in past Smash on the other one in the previous.
Yeah,
and
dude.
it's basically the same thing.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
I'm saying Smash. I know I'm probably gonna be eaten afterwards, but I don't care.
You're gonna be poisoned
Not if
and
you're
eaten
fast enough.
alive, but
Fair.
there's something very elegant about this.
Yes, it's hard to describe.
It's nice. I don't feel icky about this one.
Fair enough. Next up is Ares. I'm just gonna say it. He seems like he'd be the jealous
Eyes
boyfriend.
would crush my head like a watermelon.
Now, for someone into that, more power to you.
But
Look immediately. First thing, this version, like he's so muscular.
And he's almost entirely covered head to toe in armor, and you can still very clearly tell.
He emanates small PP energy.
Probably.
We don't see enough of his face for me to have any real opinions, but I'll say pass on the general like no homo rule. But
yeah, no, I'm sorry, this guy ain't.
Victor's reference, I did say smash for Achilles.
Fair enough.
That was the one so far.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Ares feels like if I don't play this incredibly carefully, I don't care if he's pretty. He's going to come back and be a jealous ex in the worst way possible.
I feel like no matter which option no matter which option I choose, my head is getting crushed. Whether in his head or in his hand.
It's
or
not
in his
up for
thighs.
debate. Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah. Moving on. Next up is Artemis. One we all know would probably actually is guaranteed to never happen, but in a fantasy.
Yeah. I mean, half of the mythology is just stories of her like killing her stalkers.
Fair enough.
Turning them into animals and then getting them hunted down by a party of hunters. Like, just terrible, terrible things happen to the guys who go after this woman.
I'm going to pass on that fact alone, because this feels like it's more trouble than it's worth.
But, she's got, like, the whole forest ranger thing going for her. She is a
Oh, this
fertility
is the
goddess.
SMITE one, so this is going to be more accurate. If it was Hades, Artemis, yeah.
Yeah. I'll smash. I'll smash.
I'd pass.
We
I
like
would if
the
it was an
forest
option,
ranger
but I
archetype.
know I have no chance. So I'm just gonna, quietly tuck
I'm
my.
just going with what you guys are going say. Well, you guys are saying for like the actual mythology because I don't know too much of it.
Okay, yeah, no, I'll fill in what I do know.
Next one. I'm not gonna pretend like I can pronounce this,
What
but
do we got? Artio.
The
mhm.
bear lady.
Smash, smash,
Yeah.
smash. You know, like the knuckles stamping meme, just that over and over again.
Fair enough. I'd
And I'm
say
assuming it's
Smash
just
too.
her and not the bear.
She looks nice. I think it's well established we're not going for the bear.
Like the shape shifting element, that's good. We like that.
Is
That's
it
fun.
shape-shifting into animals, or can it be other people?
No, it's specifically a bear.
Mm.
Okay, so it's just her. Okay, so the bear is her.
Yes, the bear is her. Yes, the bear is her. She is the bear. It's
As long
brave.
as there's no bear involved, yeah, smash.
I'd smash as well. She looking fine. I'll fully say that.
I mean, good Irish lass.
Next up, Athena, one I can actually pronounce.
Athena. And this is the redone model of Athena, which I haven't gotten a good chance to fall in love with yet. I played a lot of like Athena before she got her remodel, so.
Fair enough.
It looks good. It looks nice.
Yeah.
She looks fine.
Anything I need to be aware of?
Isn't she a goddess of?
She's a bit jealous.
To be fair,
But like,
yeah. Here's the situation. Isn't she some form of like no lovers period situation?
yes,
if I remember correctly.
Yes, she's an eternal virgin.
So I'd say smash if able, but I'm not gonna go out of my way for it.
Probably
Yeah.
get chucked off Mount Olympus.
Probably.
Well, that would be
Well,
that
that's
would
if
be
I'm able to climb up it.
and that would be a light punishment.
And that's presuming Zeus doesn't smack your ass off first. He is a
Or
terrible.
do worse. Zeus, you've been a very naughty boy.
All right, changing to a rather large fellow. Next up, Atlas.
Ooh, Atlas.
I'm gonna say no, just because
on his shoulders.
Because the mythology implies that he's 24/7 carrying that thing. That would make any form of
Dude,
fun times very, very difficult.
And
I mean,
very painful.
Yeah, he's also like a Titan, so the size difference alone
would be enough to end you.
Be astronomical. Yeah, let's go with a pass just to be safe.
Just because he is a very large boyo.
He's a very large boy. He seems like he has a lot of baggage.
Yeah, I would be pretty pissed being left to hold something up for the rest of my life. After I got my ass kicked in a war, I'd be pretty pissed.
Well, that's what you get.
So next up, this.
A Wheelix.
Yeah. You know what? I'd say.
Does she bathe?
Does she
bathe in the moonlight? She bathes in the moonlight.
I mean, very unique question.
Actually, a Wheelix is probably about due for a reskin one of these days. That would be fun.
Like she lives in the middle of the jungle, I assume.
Yes, middle of the jungle. I see bare feet. That's an interesting
life choice.
I guess. She rides bareback like all these like panthers and stuff. Like that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'd say smash tentatively.
It's a smash. But like Victor brings up some valid concerns.
Yeah, big cats can potentially end your career before you get to the goal.
Yeah. Well, you could do it and then on the way out get taken out.
True.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, I'm just gonna say this before I show the image.
Oh no!
Damn.
Is it him?
No, it is someone else.
No. Wait.
Baba
wait.
Yaga up in here.
It's Baba Yaga. This is a gilf, right? Is that the term?
Uh,
I had a
Yeah.
oh
I'm
my.
gonna go pass.
Yeah.
So with this depiction of Baba Yaga, probably pass because like
Probably.
typical hag-like features, old creepy woman. But it's implied that she could change her form at will and appeared as like anything from like a beautiful young. So you know what? You could be fooled. You
Fair
could be
enough.
fooled, and then you wake up and she's like, "Ah, you want to smoke?"
If Baba Yaga wants to smoke with you, you might have other problems.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that one simply for like the shape shifting features, but it's a pass unless I get tripped up. Unless I
Yeah. That's a big oof. Next up, this fine chubby
this
fellow.
is him.
I'm gonna pass alone because he's a god of badness. Wine madness and other such.
Debauchery
Yeah.
and yes, wine.
Also, that bear belly is not doing him
Indulgence.
any favors.
You know what though?
Pass?
His model used to be bad. This is actually he actually does look really statuesque. Like it looks good compared
Well,
to the
pass,
old way.
but I will party with him.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
that's right. I mean, like the chances of getting way too smashed, and smashing are yeah, undoubtedly high.
Mm.
But party sounds fun.
Yeah.
I mean,
Not my scene, but I can understand why people would hang with him.
yeah,
Next up.
Bakasura or Bakasur, depending. Sometimes the A is not pronounced with the Hindu.
I'm gonna go pass with that. Too many teeth.
Yeah.
What do you?
The
Yeah.
chest mouth is a concern on the basic level.
But like,
Same with
if you
the
were into vor,
X22 claws.
um,
Plus, all the spikes
that's.
are literally part of his body. That's just like asking to be impaled.
I mean, so
He's got spikes on his crotch. I just realized. He's got spikes on his crotch.
Oh no!
yeah, that's not ending well. This is like that's like body horror right there. So it's a pass, but according to the legend, they delivered him a cart of food every day, and he was like, "All right, that's fine. I'm cool. We can live in peace." And then they stopped, and he's like, "All right, now I'm gonna eat your kids."
Damn. I
Just
feel like
dude went from like 0 to 100 like real quick.